Rose, and I would like to welcome you to Redesigning My Art. Okay, so first off, I'm going to explain what's happening in this video. So first off, I'm going to take this art from this book, redraw it, and put it into this book. The subjects for today's torture methods of redrawing and redesigning are, drumroll please, Melody, Suki, Willow, Bailey, and finally, certainly last but definitely not least, Rory. I'm going to show the redesigns, and I'm going to explain what I changed, and that's going to be the entire thing. So, yep. First off, we have Melody. So what I changed was obviously her proportions. As you can see, I made the neck too small here, the head too wide here, the ears too small, and the face features way too small for the entirety of the face. So as I changed here, I made the body more proportionate, even though I did mess up on the legs a little. My bad, I am still a beginner artist. I made the eyes and just general more expressive, more creative, and I also changed the hair to look less flat and like it was a bodysuit cap thing. And I also decided to change her eyes a bit because yeah. Anyways, we don't talk about that. Next up on the chopping block for redesign is Suki. I probably will rename her because she is like, I don't think the name exactly fits her. So as you can see, I tried making her hair fluffy when I was first designing her. I was trying to give her a more forest vibe, but that kind of failed. So in here, I obviously gave her more fluffy hair, and I did try to give her vibe more foresty. I also, her pet friend creature named Twig, I don't know if any of you watched it, but there's this show on Netflix called, Hilda, I think, and Twig is literally that. So please don't come after me. I was like 8, I think. So I redesigned her creature to be a dragon because that's just more mythical. And I overall fixed the anatomy because that's a running problem here. Though I did mess up on the arms, I will admit. So I in fact did Willow in an entirely different sketchbook from when I had done all the others, and I colored her in. Willow has always been like 3 different stories because she's a cat person. Yeah, so I redesigned her hair to match her ears, and I made her ears more like fade into her hair. I also tried to make her hair fluffy here. Next up to be redesigned is Willow. So as you can see here, I tried making her hair fluffy. Her anatomy is bad, and the shading is off. I also did not match up her hair with her fur color, so that could be changed. And her outfit doesn't really make sense. So I decided to change it up. So I took away her glasses and her band-aid because it wasn't really needed. She doesn't have bad eyesight, honestly. It was more for an aesthetic. I changed up her vibe to look more cozy and base it off of my other Willow redesigns, which were all based off of Gacha Life. Yes. So I also fixed her anatomy and changed her hair and fur to be more cohesive. And I also made it so it didn't look like she was wearing a headband of cat ears and a fake tail. Her tail does look kind of bad, and I did mess up on the shading here, but overall I do think I improved on that. Next up, I have redesigned Bailey. So I fixed his anatomy, obviously, and I also made it so his ears were more cohesive. I fixed his shirt, so now the dog looks 10 times better, and he doesn't look as awkward anymore, or lifeless. I tried giving him more life and giving him more of a dog-like look. I used to not like him that much because he was like really friendly and stuff, and I was more in my emo phase. So I decided to fix that and but he's now like my favorite one. I love his dog form. He's so cute. So yep. Next up is Rory. So I fixed her anatomy and I gave her a different look. So she's supposed to be more on the adventurous side, and this was giving the homeschool girl series. So we didn't want that. So I fixed it up to give her more of a sort of anime adventure girl look, but I cut her hair short because that is like sort of like, I don't know, a staple. I obviously could have changed it, but I think it just fits her overall better. I did have somewhat of a style change when I was doing it, but yeah. I did mess up on her torso area. I've somewhat fixed that problem. Please don't come after me. I'm sorry. I'm still a beginner artist. So yep, that was all the redesigns, and I hope you enjoyed this. I can say their story if you want me to, but I don't think this will ever get that far, so yep. Please don't hate the art. I'm sorry, it is a beginner artist, with like zero true professionalism. So, have a great day, enjoy swimming, and see you later, minnows.